check this out. He's gonna hammer back that starfish right there. Watch this. He's got it in his yapper. Watch. Here he goes. I've seen this several times in my life. He'll gull that back like nothing. Especially if he thinks you're coming for him, he'll start working it back real quick. Look at him. That's mine. Smart enough. Yeah, we're probably Terminal 1. Friends, good morning. Oh, it's coffee time. Hi, Decal.
It is.
This is my dear friend, Decal. He was the first man who reached out to me on this channel. We had a great big Buckinstock here. You all remember that we were at Buckinstock.
Been a few years.
It's been a long time. And if you think that I'm going to be sitting here on my phone, twiddling around making videos for you guys, you're right. I'm just kidding. I want to show you something. This has been a dream of Decal's for many years, and he's had the place to do it. Well, actually, this is where Buckinstock was. 2018, we had Buckinstock here. It was 2018, and this man took, friends, hours, days, and time out of his life to prepare for this thing. And if anybody's here that was at that, you remember what it was. It was absolutely amazing. But Decal built a great big fire, a beautiful home, and a big fireplace, and with a tall chimney and a big draw. And we're actually, well, I'm going to show it to you. It's glorious. This beam is from, well, it's a 100-year-old beam, easy 100-year-old beam, maybe more. Decal, you said the barn was 1910 was the barn, hand hewn. It's still got the freaking. So he's built a nice home here, and this fireplace. So we've got a rip-roaring fire in here, and I just wanted to say good morning and show you what we're doing here today. And we're gonna fire up the old 69 highboy and an old Mac saw, and he's got a bit of tree work. So anyway, we're in Decal's. See you later on, Decal. Joyce, friends, come on. So this is pretty special for me and my wife to come here. There's a dead tree, all the bark's off it. I have to cut that one down before I leave. Buckinstock was right over there, friends. Our original Buckinstock, the first one ever, was right over there. And we're in Indiana. We're in Mishawaka right now, visiting my dear friend and his family. Decal, look at the neat wood they put up there like that. It's got a textured way about it. It's really neat, actually. This all brings back memories to me, watching him work on this property. Oh yeah, there's a couple big trees right there. He saw them whipping around there in the wind there. Oh, it's chilly out this morning. Really chilly. So here we are in Indiana, hardwood country. And we're going over into that barn to check out some things.
$1,500 in 72.
That's like a fortune.
And they did, but he was either dead broke or had cash in his pocket, so he went and bought it for her on Christmas.
Wow.
power steering. You're laughing. This thing's the 390 with power steering, friends. You got about, that's looking good there, decal. Look at this thing. Are you freaking serious right now? I rode this guy hard, my good buddy, to get himself a highboy before they turned to look at this truck. Friends, 390 truck with a Dana 70 in the back. That's Myrtle's back end, friends. 110 rear end. It's a 70 in the back. See how the drums stick out at the back there? You see that? It's for dualies if you want, but they're inside dualies. That's a Dana 70. Drum brakes all around. Oh, 224 transfer case. The only thing unstock about this, it's got a Dana 60 up front. It's a 1967 highboy that someone has put a lot of work into. Dana 60 up front. It's got all the big heavy freaking stuff. 60F up front. This truck has had a lot of work done to it. So decal's gonna take me for a rip right now. And it is cold, really cold. Dana 70 in the back, friends. Look at the box. One carriage bolt we're gonna go pick up right now. It's got a couple little things. Lunar green, like, come the, oh. Hi, decal. Look at this, friends. Listen. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Oh my good goshness. Decal, say hi to all your fans.
Hey, buddy. I bet I'm going to be the hit of the channel with this.
Do you know what's beautiful about this? Is this. They don't all have this, friends. This is actually has got a lot of the, like I got a lot of these trucks, right, friends? The chrome. Myrtle has the chrome, right? Decal keeps his cigarettes in here.
Oh, yeah. Zigzags.
The tie bar, tie rod and stuff, it's loose, you know?
Yeah.
I don't get on her, I just kind of...
Those tires,
Yeah.
they're, but this isn't too bad, but we can tighten that up. Well, let's tighten up the Morgan here a little bit. This is lovely. Very nice with the power steering. That 390 swap. But what's first back there? So I can go there, I can go anywhere here. Friends, this is Phil. He's a good friend of one of Decal's buddies, and he came by. And Decal's just getting to know him too. His name's Phil, and he's a good guy. Phil, how are you doing if you're watching? It was fun hanging around with you. He says to me, friends, he wants to learn, as he has an excavating business in the area, and he had a little whoopsie with the tree one day and felt bad about it, and he wants to learn a little more. So, hey, he was there, I was there, dead trees were there. Would take the opportunity to share some stuff with him. And he really enjoyed himself, and so did I. Now come under here and go like this. It's kind of like, oh, that's kind of like weird. You see what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. It's right on top of you. So this is the low side, and this is the high side. Always judge your... So friends, it's so fun to be back here with my buddy. I've got some footage to share with you here. I have a bit of a relationship with this 461. I don't like this saw that much. I will just say it right out of the shot. It's a stock saw. It's never had any modifications to it. It's got a 32-inch bar on it. These have a heavily muffled muffler, like there's a baffle on the screen, and I think it could be better with a muffler mod or something. But anyway, we're just cutting this thing down. I hit the rakers to get it to grab a bit. This is a dead maple tree. Watch what I do here, friends. I go to grab and flip the saw over for a full wrap bar. This is actually funny. Watch what happens here. So friends, I've talked about this a few times on the channel. I don't like to get too into depth with it, but the East Coast cutting style and the West Coast cutting style were two different animals completely. When you intertwine them together, you have a good system, but just the one, like, no wrap bar and all that is, I'll share some stuff with you at some point. Maybe we can have a normal discussion about it without the comment section going off.
That's maple, eh, decal? Maple.
Friends, watch this right here. Flip.
See that? Where's the other side of the bar?
I totally went to do a flip and grab the bar and it wasn't even there. So was totally natural, and I just thought I'd leave it in. You know, it's funny, friends, without the wrap bar, we bought this saw years ago. I came and cut a fairly big piece of timber down, patch, of timber, cutting hardwoods in Indiana, I think it's called. It was a blowing windstorm, and we were going at her pretty good there. But this is when we purchased that saw, and yeah, I mean, it did the job for sure. I'm used to I'm used to ported saws, friends, with pipes and just way faster cutting saws than what I got in my hands right now. And mind you, this one's dead, so it's super solid. But your wood is much different than what we cut here. And every time I come, I learn something new, and it just reaffirms how much working on a pulling chain is just so much better for longevity in your cutting career. Friends, this tree being dead and being freezing cold is super hard. It's a maple of some kind, but the old saw's getting through.
Standing dead. Maple. Ooh, that's nice firewood, that. Give it a little flick action here. Oh, yeah! Gosh, that's nice. And I'm gonna give it to you. So that's that maple. I don't know I don't know the species. I'm asking these fellers. It's stringy, as decal will show you. But friends in the comments, I mean, is this, that's seasoned wood now. We can see it's brown, but it's not terribly hard to split. I don't know your guys' species that well, but it is maple. I don't know whether it's sugar or red or what. But I know sugar maple's tough to split. Yeah. Real tough. This is not that tough. But here we probably have a little moisture, but that decal, that's not bad. That's gonna...
The whole thing's all up high.
Exactly. Oh, you mean on the outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's this big thing talking? So friends, here's what we done with the double bed. How are we all doing today, by the way? Hey, come on, you're doing good, you know you are. And if you're not, this too shall pass. Double bed. It's not a crazy splitting pattern by any means. It's this, but if you get stuck with, an axe, it's not real thick and heavy like a Fisker's, a splitting profile like the wood bullet, and this is all you got. This straight, going in like that straight, this is straight grain wood. But here's another little technique. You'll see it a lot on the internet now because people are catching on to it finally. Is this. You see what happened there? And you can go the other way too. It's called the flick. And it's so handy for wood like this. This is actually decal. This is super nice. Now, you're into a scary, sketchy piece of wood and you're bouncing off it and you don't know what to do. You're thinking about calling home. Hit on the outside. Hit out here like this. See that? We got her split already. Now, I don't have much faith in these axes, and I don't want to hit nobody with a piece of steel, but these double bits are really good for the actual flick because it's got the same amount of weight here, and it flops over. If you do it right, you'll hear that ching, you'll hear this. You'll hear that a lot. Double bit split. It really works nice. Like that. Peel the edge off. That's if you're having trouble getting through, right, friends? I mean, this could split right down the guts. It's fairly straight. That's tough. Not bad though. But this takes energy too, getting in and out of here. Hey? So I would probably keep chipping. Like that. Hear that clang? That wood split. Look. It's split. It not only forces down, it slams the wood out, peels the outside of the sapwood off. It works really good. Because this stuff's kind of stringy. Here's another piece we can grab here. Up here, up here, up here. Clang, 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 clang. Snot slang. You know what I'm saying, eh, decal? Just that little bit of force, it kicks it over. Look at this, friends. Look at that. Oh. It's beautiful. You guys got a lot of neat wood out here, boy. You know, you're talking to Douglas Fir Man here, right? This is interesting stuff. This is double bit now, friends. There's another great big clobbering axe here. This is from Buckinstock.
Newsflash. Good morning. Friends, very quickly, some wonderful news I'm happy to bring to you about Buckinstock 2025. It is alive. Yes, it is. There's limited space. It's in a little place called Culver, Indiana. It's a half an hour from where this video is being shot that you're watching right now. I've been asked through the years, Buckin, when are you doing another event? When's Buckinstock? Bunyan, I can't make Bunyan or whatever. Can you have a Buckinstock? Buckinstock. Friends, we've had 2 or 3 Buckinstocks. 2. 1, 2, 2. And then COVID hit. And just everything just changed. The whole rhythm changed. Earthly rhythm changed, didn't it? Well, we're back on track. And it takes a lot to set up an event like this. But we're doing it. Through the love of this channel and through the love of people that watch this channel and the want and drive to get together, to have events. It's a wonderful culture, YouTube, isn't it, friends? It really is. People like to get together in their little groups and have little things all over the world. I think it's a pretty special thing. I've always said that YouTube is the key. The internet is the key, actually. There's dark sides to the internet, but the light will always win. Love wins. So that's what this event is about. It's people getting together in common interest and just wanting to be nice to one another and learn and educate and just have fun. So Buckinstock 2025 is alive in Culver, Indiana on June 20th and 21st. Limited space just because of the piece of property. You can get a hold of Christine at buckandbillyray.com. I'll put it up here, right here. Right there. Get a hold of Christine if you have time in late June to come on down and bring your power saw and your axe and your questions and your good spirit. And let's have some fun. See you then.
This is some interesting stuff here. We got to watch our, look at that. Wow. Gotta pick it. Gotta pick it. Oh, look at that. Come over here, check that out. That's what we were, see that? So you know why? Look at this. This is why young guys, you see how this is? You see that? That's a sign. The bark does not lie. The outer tree, that's a straight green piece of wood. That'll split like nothing, that one right there. This one. That'll split right down, straight down the center. This one had this big gnarly, look at it. It's all weird and gnarly. And look, and that's why. Look at that. And where do you see that? How can you see it? You can't. You cannot see that. The only thing you could see is a bulge in the bark right there. Look at that. So that tells you there's something wrong there. We went at it anyways and we got lucky. But isn't that interesting, eh?
It is.
Anyway, yeah, you can see that running right through there. It'd almost be better to go like this. Look at that. See? We peeled that thing right off. Now what will happen here? I don't know if this is gonna work. Look at that. Who knows until you try. Look at that, grab that axe. Wow. This is actually a nice splitting tool, this one. Yeah, that's tough, that. There he goes. A little more life in that one, eh? Oh, yeah! Maple, dead standing maple. Here's your season. See this, friends? Come on in, Phil. See all this, friends? This is beautiful seasoned on the outside. It was a standing dead tree. Look at it here. All this crack. So as you can see, it's a thin bark tree. Most thin bark trees are gonna be tough to split, most. We got something going on over here that's gonna give us a sign, but relatively pretty straightforward. I might even just try and crack this down the guts and just see. Pick one of these big. That's not what we want, is it? There we go. So that makes me want to change my plan. Oh my goodness gracious. You see? You go with your gut. Look at that. Peel the outsides right off it. You don't have to split everything down the middle, friends. You want to read your wood. This here, I'll crank this off here right now. I'll peel this off the side with the flick motion. There it comes. A little bit more moisture in some of this. Now here's a piece now you can see from where you're standing, Phil. We got this here.
Yep.
I got to make this smaller. I'm probably going to come in here beside this, right in here somewheres, and see if we can't flick that off. Because I mean, to the eye, it looks nice and straight, doesn't it? Looks pretty good and straight, but I'm going to crank this off here. So just read the bark. There's another couple here. Yeah, see, straight grain. Here we go. Come over here, read that crack. That's nice splitting firewood, that. Flickeroni, nice, dry. Flickeroni the other way. Don't forget about the flick, friends. Like that. Split. Thank you, buddy. That's great.
So 10 years of doing this stuff and I'm still clobbering away at it. Must tell you something. Tells you that I love it. I truly do. I enjoy splitting firewood. I think there could be something wrong with a fella if he doesn't like splitting firewood, friends. I just do. I think there might be something askew up here. If you don't like to like, for instance, like this. We've just reordered this handle again. When you put that in your hands, it just, if it doesn't do something for you, you might want to make a doctor's appointment. Get that thing checked out. Anyhow, I hope to see you in Culver, Indiana. Friends, I gotta say it again. I did a video a few days ago thanking folks for being here. I'm so happy that you are here following me along and that I can kind of muster along in the later years of my life with a community that follows me along on what I'm doing. I truly appreciate your time. I do. We've got so much to do. I hope you continue to follow along and work hard in your own life. Be honest and be kind. And get your kids out to the bush. If you live in the city or in a suburb somewhere, or if you can somehow just get your kids out to the bush, it really stuck with me my whole life, friends. I grew up in the woods, in the rural areas of my community, always out of town, and it stuck with me my whole life. The bush, you know what I mean? The woods and everything to do with it. Please heed this message if you can. Get your kids, maybe even if you didn't grow up in the bush, get connected. Get connected. Things happen in the bush that will never happen in the city. So if you live in the city, travel to the bush. Go to Oregon. Go to the Oregon coast. Take your children to the big trees. It'll change you. Work hard, be honest, be kind. Thanks for being here. See you on the next one.